A new year means new resolutions. And if you resolve to write, start the year by discovering the stories you really want to write. Don't worry about trends. The best way to commit yourself to writing is to write the stories you want to spend time exploring. It's one thing to write every day. It's another thing to make time every day to write. Ask yourself what story or what idea is worth making time for. Let me share 4 questions that you can ask to discover what you want to make time for. First, what world do you want to live in? When you start on a story idea, you have to explore the details of your characters, your setting, and your plot. You have to discover the story's imaginary truths, why characters act the way they do, why businesses sit where they do. For every detail, you will dig deeper to create a story that feels tactile for the reader. All of this requires time, and you should want to live in the world of your story. Even if your story has a tragic or melancholy mood, wanting to live there means you feel compelled and called to explore that imaginary world, even if it is based on somewhere realistic like Atlanta presently. Second, what do you need to write for catharsis? If you go to dictionary.com, you're going to find this definition of catharsis: the purging of the emotions or relieving of emotional tensions. Writing can feel therapeutic. What we experience lives in our brain rent-free, and writing what we experience forces it to pay rent. Writing isn't an alternative to medical care and mental health therapy, but sometimes writing can serve as a valuable method of purging yourself of difficult experiences and feelings. Third, what do you need to write as an antidote for difficult experiences? What do you need to write to help distract yourself from the present? What stories do you need as an antidote for feelings you currently have? Let me share my example. Last year, I began a journey where I reconsidered the violence that I might write in film scripts, action scripts, science fiction scripts, where 2 characters fight each other. I think like a lot of folks, internally I didn't feel at peace. I wanted to write things that involved peace instead of combat. Or during moments where I felt hopeless, I wanted to write scripts that felt hopeful. Sometimes we need hopeful stories, or stories that provide an antidote for something difficult in our lives. Last, what is your mission and how can writing help them? What do you want your writing to do for someone who reads it? I always share the Toni Morrison quote: "If there's a book you want to read but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it." I think that quote is key to unlocking your mission. Resolve to uncover the stories you want people to experience because you believe it's important. A good way to start your writing year: write down a mission statement. What are you about? How do you view your role in creating the real world you want? Think on these questions and ask, what are the stories you want to deliver to that real world? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our social media pages at thecablibrary.org, including our new TikTok channel.